The Family Who Called for Help, a factual true crime documentary. In the early morning hours of January 12, 2015, a quiet suburban home in Fairfax County, Virginia, became the site of a crime that would later raise disturbing questions about warning signs, intervention, and how pleas for help can still end in tragedy. The neighborhood was calm. Snow-covered lawns, cars sat unmoving, driveways were empty. Nothing suggested the violence unfolding behind one closed door. This story is not about secrecy, it is about visibility. A family that asked for help repeatedly in a system that responded in fragments rather than fully. The parents were known as involved, attentive, and concerned. Their teenage son had struggled for years. Emotional instability, violent outbursts, paranoia, and threats that frightened even those closest to him. They did not hide the problem. They documented it. School officials were notified. Therapists were. Consulted police were called during moments of escalation. Each time the crisis passed temporarily, the family hoped progress was being made. It was not. Records later showed a pattern: emergency calls followed by brief stabilization, medication changes followed by non-compliance, evaluations conducted but recommendations not enforced. Responsibility bounced between agencies, none with full authority to act. The son learned the boundaries of intervention. He understood how long holds lasted, how to avoid involuntary commitment, how to say the right things at the right time. Once released, he returned home unchanged. Inside the house, tension became routine. Locks were added, doors reinforced, safety plans discussed. The parents lived in constant vigilance, balancing care with fear, love with caution. Friends were aware, teachers expressed concern, but familiarity dulled urgency. The family was trying. They were responsible. They were doing everything they were told to do. That belief would collapse. On the morning of the crime, neighbors heard nothing. No screaming, no struggle, no warning. Only later would emergency responders arrive to a scene that revealed the failure of every system involved. The family had been attacked inside their own home. The violence was not impulsive, it was deliberate, planned, and devastating. Investigators would later uncover extensive documentation: emails, reports, therapy notes, police records, each one a marker of risk, each one insufficient alone. Together, they formed a roadmap that was never fully followed. This case would force a national conversation about mental health intervention, legal thresholds, and the limits of parental authority. When a family asks for help and does not receive it, who is responsible when tragedy follows? 15 minutes into this story, one fact is already clear.